Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's check in on the price action in the two-year note futures today. Two-year note futures are trading higher now 3 out of the last 4 sessions, and today we're looking at the futures market putting in a new closing high for the past 6 months or so, currently priced at 103.22, top end of the recent range, but with today's levels, we are now putting in a new closing high going back to October of last year. Driving factors, a few things influencing the market, but really it's more of the same. Concerns about global trade impacting forecasts for economic activity, not only here in the U.S., but from a global perspective as well. And that's creating a bid under the Treasury markets if the possibility that the U.S. is going to slow from some of the trade challenges moving forward. So that's the primary driver, I think, as to why we see these Treasury markets continuing to move higher. Now, looking at the yields, the two-year yield is down 6 basis points today to 385 basis points, just off those intraday lows. And we're looking at the yield curve moving lower today, similar to yesterday, across the entire curve, and less steep. We're seeing the back end of the curve getting bid up more so. So therefore, we're seeing that steepness, some of the steepness that had been put in the curve earlier than the month, I should say early in March, now continuing to come out for the last couple of sessions. And now we're seeing the curve flatten to some degree. And with that, the yields in the back end of the curve, we're seeing them lower by 8 to 10 basis points. The 30-year, we're down to about 10 basis points today. With the front of the curve lower as well, but not quite as much. The two-year down 6. And so those two-year note futures now continuing to hold on to the top end of the range. And with today's levels, we are now putting in the highest close in almost 6 months.